This video explains how the existing Nix36 website can be converted into an administrative support for an online political party. This is picture 1. As I said, the website can be expanded into an administrative platform for a political party operating from the internet. This is what the finished standardized administrative website will look like. A website that parties or party groups will rent from us. The purpose is to rent and administer at least 5 party groups, preferably more. 5 functions are already available and ready to be used. 2 functions need to be modified, and those are D and E respectively. 2 new functions are needed, H and I. The first feature to be developed is the membership register, that is, a membership database. The second feature is voting, which allows the party members to express their opinions on current parliament issues. This feature is added last. All websites are checked by a control database. The purpose is to make sure that the person is not, at the same time, a member of more than one party. So only one party membership is allowed. A function will be added in April of 2022 when the approximately 6,000 constituencies, that is, a local polling station, are made officially available from the electoral authority. Members from all parties will collaborate in the distribution of ballot papers on election day. By means of their address information, that is, where they live, the party members will be allocated these constituencies for this distribution task. Here we have picture number 2, that is, the membership register. This picture shows the member register, which is administered by the party members themselves. Every time a member wants to enter the member register webpage, a mandatory security fee of 6 Swedish crowns has to be paid. If you want to become a member during your first visit, you pay a membership fee to the party's non-profit organization, which has the same name as the political party. The party is a member-financed popular movement. Next, you're asked what member category you're interested in. There are 3 to choose from. The first member category is intended for those who want to be anonymous. Then, only an email address is mandatory. The second member category is for regular members. Here they enter the usual personal information, including email, residential address, phone number, and so forth. A member who wants to be active and stand for the party as a parliamentary candidate selects the third category. This interest application is sent to the party administration for approval. Here we have the third picture, the connection. This picture shows the connection between the membership register and the 12 ministers that the party has nominated. To the right is the existing function where you can nominate your 12 favorite or dream ministers, which today is called the government of the people. It will now be the party's government proposal. Only party members are allowed to vote here, and they select ministers from the list from the membership registers category 3. That is, party members approved by the party. Every time a member wants to vote, a mandatory security fee, 5 Swedish crowns, has to be paid. If a party wants to compete for parliamentary seats, it must be able to present a competitive minister list. So, having a strong minister list really is a very strong argument supporting the party and proof of government capability. Candidates for the party ballot for the parliament should be retrieved from this list. And now for picture number 4, the polling station. The parliament polling station where all party supporters can enter and vote and protest. It already exists to a large extent. 3 things are to be modified. As it is today, the party's potential voters, the supporters, are shown the Swiss door when they wish to deregister the votes they gave the parties they voted for in the 2018 election. The difference is that now that vote is to be added to the current party, whose bar is shown to the far right. Here, the party can measure and evaluate every minute its efforts to conduct an effective election campaign. Thus, you directly see what arguments are the most effective. The first thing to do is to change the abstainer party to the name of the current party. The second measure is to add the V and SD parties to the 6. And the third and last measure is, in the 2018 election, 42 parties got votes but did not get any seats in parliament. These votes are to be aggregated into one single bar, a bar that today shows Islamic parties. There are also new voters of a younger age, and they are added directly to the party's bar to the far right. And now picture 5, the email function. To make it easy for the party to reach its members with information and also to monitor the election campaign, an email function is necessary. It may be an external function that retrieves all email addresses from the member database or a function integrated into the website. Simple enough. Picture 6. The financing of the operation of the entire platform. These are popular movement parties that compete with established and tax-financed parties. Time will tell if this is a weakness or a strength. To be accepted as a participating party, there must exist a non-profit organization connected to the party. Also, the number of members must be in the hundreds, that is, at least so many that the setup fee of perhaps 30,000 Swedish crowns can be supported. Consider that 300 members who pay 100 Swedish crown each add up to these 30,000 crowns. That is not far-fetched. If the standard model has to be adapted, such an adaptation comes with a price tag, of course. Now, each party website has 4 features with swish doors. Each party has 3 individual bank accounts. 1, a company account with bank transfer and swish payment connection. 2, a savings account, and 3, a swish trading account. The swish trading account is used for all 4 swish doors. The bank will charge 3 crowns for each swish trading account transaction, and for each transaction, a fee of 1 crown is to be paid to the NIX36 administration, and at least 1 crown is to be paid to the party. Thus, the minimum practical fee is 5 crowns. But of course, the party is completely free to charge any fee they want. There are counters at the swish doors to sum up the number of monthly transactions for each party. Every month, a party will receive an invoice for this aggregated fee sum. It will cost the NIX36 administration a significant sum to make the website safe and protected from hacker attacks, as well as supporting a backup administration around the clock. It's a question of trust, and thus the security must be on par with the security solutions that banks use. Picture 7, the voting function. This will be the last function to be coded. So, like all parties who use this administrative platform, this party pursues a few favorite issues. It may be a single issue, but seldom more than 3. The party name above shows 2, no to wind power and yes to nuclear power. A party that pursues a few issues with great force, of course, can't avoid other matters to be decided in Parliament. And it's here the will of the people is shown by how many party members vote. Through the voting function presented here, they choose how the party MPs will vote in Parliament. And this is picture 8, and it shows that the party now is in Parliament and has 90 seats. You can see an overview of the 10 current issues that will come up for a vote in Parliament on the dates specified. Today it's February the 10th, and tomorrow on February the 11th, the 3 issues at the bottom right will come up for a vote at 4 p.m. And as you can see, these proposals or items are: immigrants who have committed a crime punished by over 1 year in prison will be deported. And the second one is, a court is not allowed to use a penalty discount or other types of penalty reductions when sentencing criminals. And the third and last one is, reduced age of juvenile criminal responsibility from 18 years to 16 years of age. Now, these are issues that are beside the party's 2 core issues, and member votes determine how the party is to vote in Parliament. Here you can follow daily how a party opinion develops through direct member democracy. You can click down from this overview to something more practical to work with. And here's picture 9, the 3 most current issues in Parliament. And you can easily see what these 3 issues are all about. There are 0 additional issues that are currently relevant, but there are 7 ones that are becoming increasingly so. As a party member, you can vote by pressing the Enter button below. There is also a clickable up arrow if you want to return to the overview. And if you click twice on the left arrow key, you are shown upcoming issues. Picture 10 then shows upcoming issues. The issues to the far right was to the far left in the previous picture. Now you have scrolled through all 10 issues and you want to vote for newly added issues and perhaps also change your previous choices in some issues. And here we have picture 11, and at the bottom of this picture you see the Swish door. And you enter your phone number and press the Swish button. And then you confirm your identity by using Bank ID. When you've done that, you are able to vote. When you've confirmed your identity by using Bank ID, you can enter the member polling station and vote. Here you can scroll using the left and right arrow keys. When a proposal or item is shown in the middle, you make your selection by clicking. Every new proposal is accompanied by 3 empty check boxes, as you can see below. They are yes, no, or abstain. And of course you can change your selection. When you are done and have gone through all 10 proposals, click Enter to exit. Your selections are saved in a database using your social security number as an ID key. Now, this voting function is not difficult to code, but requires time and will probably be the most expensive part. But serving 5 party groups, at least, and each of them climbing over the 4% Parliament barrier, the financing is easily solved by means of the Swish fees. Bear in mind that 1 mandate corresponds to approximately 18,600 votes, and that the Parliament polling station supports 10,000 visitors per hour. This is picture 13, and it shows the implementation of the Swish door function. It looks very much like the one we currently have on the Next36 website. The only difference is that we wanted to support 4 functions this time, and we have them above to the right: Member Register, Our Government, Member Votes, and Polling Station. Otherwise, it looks almost identical with the current implementation on the Next36 website. This is picture 14. It shows the Bank ID authentication display. And this is exactly the same logic as the one used in the current Next36 website, so there is no need for any further comments here. Now this is picture 15, the last display, or last picture. Here is where a member pays the yearly member fee. We use 100 crowns here as an example, but it could be any sum. In the box below, the member can enter, if he or she wants to, a contribution to the party. But she doesn't have to. And you confirm it by entering your phone number, and then you tick the box below where it says I pay and enter into the member register. And there you have it, all of the 15 pictures.